And we are recording. Welcome
All
everybody
right.
to another episode in 2024 of the Healthy Brotherhood Experience. I am your host, JT Hale, out of the ATL. That's Lucia Boyd, my co-host out of the 313 Detroit. What up, though, Lucia?
What up, though? Detroit here.
That's what's up. And we got special guests tonight all the way from Philly. Philly is in the house.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on?
Philadelphia Captain Lawrence Harrington, Vice Captain Eric Finger. Welcome to the Brotherhood, fellas.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you guys taking time out to join us, to have a little chat with us. Philadelphia, man. What's going on in Philly?
It's a lot going on in Philly, man.
Yeah.
Every day is something different. And, we just trying to, do what we can do to make an impact in our community.
Yeah. That's what's up. So, Lawrence, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How long you been with the organization? How long you been captain?
Yes. So my name is Lawrence Harrington. I've been with the organization since 2018 or 2019. Can't remember. I enjoy running with the Brotherhood. I became captain in 2020. And I just, I'm all for BMR, all for it.
I hear that. Brother Eric Finger, what about yourself, man?
Yeah, actually been running with BMR since 2015.
Cool.
And it's been a long road, man, but it's been a fun road at the same time. That running with starting 2015 was my first time running my Broad Street 10 miler, and it just took off from there.
That Broad Street 10 miler, that's on my list. Lucia, have you done it yet? Have you done it?
Man, I did the Philadelphia Full Marathon 2019, man. It rained on me the entire time, man. Woo!
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, but for the Philadelphia Marathon, it's you could never, you could train perfectly, have a perfect training cycle, but then, the weather, man, the weather is crazy. You're either gonna have crazy wind, you're gonna have crazy rain, you might experience, some snow. You get a little bit of everything for the Philly Marathon. And then they put every hill that you could possibly have in that race. So it's not easy. I know a lot of people say Philly's flat, but
no, Philly ain't all that flat.
Listen, a lot of people think it's flat, but nah.
Hey, man, Hey, Lawrence, I was running, and one of the guys who's from Philly, he said, man, it's usually 40-something degrees out here in sunny skies. He said, that never rains like this, because it literally rained from the starting line to the finish line on me, man. Oh, and I was so cold, man, that I jumped on a bus. And it was a random bus. It's the funniest thing, man. I get on the bus. The lady drops off everybody at the hotels, and I'm sitting here by myself in the corner, like the first seat. And she like, where you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I had to get on the bus. I was freezing. And she started cracking up. I understand. She said, where you at? What hotel you at? I said, I'm at the Sheridan. Man, the Sheridan was literally 3 blocks from where we were at. So she was able to take me there, man. But I was shivering like crazy, man.
No, listen, another story. So when I was in Detroit for the Free Press half, listen, I sat in the hotel after the race for like an hour. It was so cold, man. Like, yo, y'all cold and our cold is different. It's different. Like, yo, I had to sit in there for about like an hour just to warm up something. Yeah, it was crazy. So
especially being wet, when you wet after a marathon, man, that's a crazy feeling, man. I feel like you got on a wet diaper on and everything.
Everything wet. Just a horrible feeling, man. Wet shoes, wet socks, wet feet. I hate that.
Definitely not a good feeling.
But now that Broad Street run, that's coming up in April, right?
Yeah. So the lottery, it's a lottery, the biggest 10 mile in the biggest 10 mile race in the U.S. That's what they call it. We typically get anywhere from 30 to 40,000 people.
Wow.
The lottery just ended like a week ago. So the results just came out for who's who got into the race. For me, I got in, this is my 9th year. I set a goal to do it for 30 years straight. And so this is year 9 for me. I think after year 10, you get grandfathered in, so you don't have to go to the lottery anymore. But this is my 9th year.
Yeah, I think this is about it's about my 8th year doing it. Yeah. And that's another race. You never can tell with the weather, because some years it's just pouring down raining. And some years it's nice and sunny. But it's definitely one of the fastest 10-mile races you want to run.
Yeah.
So if you want to run fast, that's definitely the fastest 10-mile race out there.
Is there a way to get guaranteed entry into that race? Do you know?
The only way is after you complete 10 years in a row. That's the only way.
And when you're doing a lottery, you have about 80 to 90% chance of getting in anyway.
As long as you don't say something incorrectly, like the limit is 15 minutes a mile. If you say it's going to take me 17, 18 minutes, then most likely you'll get excluded.
Most people get it.
But most people get it.
Okay. It's good to know, man. Is that one of the Philly chapter's signature races for the year?
Yes. The Broad Street is everybody tend to do that race from our chapter. Okay. And then South Jersey, we get a lot of brothers from there. They come out. So we typically have anywhere from 30 to 50 brothers at that race, just between Philly, North Jersey, South Jersey. We get some brothers from New York that come down.
And now we got some brothers from Delaware.
Yeah, we got Delaware. They always come out represent as well. So yeah, we have anywhere from, like I said, a good 30 to about 50 brothers that come to do that race.
All right, 2025, I'm there.
Yes. Listen, come on down, man. Come on down. Up, man. And then what we do after the race, we do we host a real big cookout. We've been doing it for the last few years. Barbecue. We one of our members have this really big garage, and we tend to go there and just we fellowship, we eat, we drink, and we just have a good time and just converse about how we did during the Broad Street run. So come on out.
Yeah. What month is that?
All right, this is in May.
May. It's always the first Sunday in May.
First Sunday is in May.
So this year is on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Okay.
I dig it. I know one of the other big activities you guys get into. I talked to Lawrence before, and he was telling me about it with the Swagger House.
Oh yeah, our guys, our brothers from Swagger House. Shout out Swagger House Run Club. We do our Hood to Hood.
That's it.
Our Hood to Hood run series. And basically, we go around different neighborhoods in Philadelphia, and we speak to the community, the youth, the business owners, and we just advocate against gun violence. As most of you might know, Philadelphia, we have a high gun violence rate, just a high murder rate in general. And so we, do our part and try to impact the community and just let them know that, we're against the gun violence. And if you guys need a way, an outlet or anything like that, you're more than welcome to come run with us, come run with Swagger House. And that's a little bit what we do. We go through all the different neighborhoods. So all the neighborhoods, especially if it's something really big that happened during, let's say during the week, something happens, we'll be in that neighborhood, just letting the neighborhood know, we're out here advocating against gun violence.
And we usually start that in the summer.
Yeah.
Whereas though when the kids are out, because that's a lot of times when a lot of the violence happens, especially when the kids are out of school and they don't have nothing to do. So that's where we usually hit. Every week we hit a different neighborhood, or every other week. This is we're going on our fourth year. Yeah. So we just every week we hit a different part of Philadelphia, and if we see on the news it was an area that just got hit, then we usually we're over there. Yeah.
Wow. Kudos to you brothers, man. That's impact. For all you people listening, that is impact. We talk about influence. We also are impact. That is definitely impact showing up in those areas where it's really needed. That's pretty awesome. Wow. Tell me this, man. What do you find that is two-part question? as far as your group runs and your gatherings? What is working for you guys? And what some of the challenges have you had?
We can start with the challenges because we have a lot of things that's working good for our group. But for us, I think one of the challenges is just some of the runners consistency. Like we typically have a really big turnout for like the start of race season. So when races are starting or when there's a race coming up, we have a big turnout. People start to train, but then after the race, the numbers might die down a little bit. Or like in some of the winter months, the numbers tend to die down. But typically that's one of our challenges is just consistency with some of the members. What would you say, E?
Which we're working on this year is having some new brothers come out, just non-runners.
Yeah.
Introducing them into running and being able to get them to be consistent. So we run into that challenge because normally we do our 5 mile run. And if you're a brother that's just coming out for the first time, you're not going to really be able to do 5 miles. So
Right.
we started to try to encourage brothers to come out. And 1 week we did a 3 mile run, or we anticipated maybe just doing a mile out and a mile back. We had some brothers that came out, but we just wanted to encourage them and not discourage them. So that's why we want to kind of shorten the run and kind of stick with them, and just encourage them to continue on growing, but also just continue to come out because it's, we always go by no man left behind. So
Right.
definitely not going to leave you behind. We don't leave you behind. We stay with you. If you need to walk, then we do a little walk run. And we feel as though it's a good point to make a turnaround, and we make a turnaround and we go back to make sure you get back safely. That's been a little bit challenging, but that's something that we've been working on this year. We plan to really get a groove on to get brothers to not come out one time, but to just continue to give the effort, keep coming out.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off what Vice Cap E said, basically we just want a lot of the newer members or non-runners to come out. We're not all about we're not about speed when we're doing a group run. We do it at conversational pace, and then we also want them to know that like you said, no man is left behind, and we're going to be there right with you. If you a 5-minute mile is the same as a 10, 12-minute mile, 15-minute mile, and we're going to be right there with you. So what we've also been doing is we've been having different, so we typically do a 5 mile route, but we've been modifying it depending on who comes out. And also if we need to do like a 5K, we'll do a 5K as well. So it really just depends on what runners come out. So we've been making a conscious decision to make our group runs more than one option, opposed to just, having to be just a 5 mile route. And we, might modify to do a 5K also.
That's awesome. It can be a bit intimidating to somebody coming out for the first time.
Yeah, we notice that all the time. And so like for us, like I think we would consider ourselves seasoned runners. So, 5 miles is typical for us.
Right.
At the minimum. But for some of the newer guys, you're just getting off the couch, that intimidating. 5 miles sound like it's a lot. Like, so we just, we working our way to help everybody out. Yeah.
There you go.
Do you guys?
Yeah, go ahead, Lucai.
Do you guys do any speed work, like hit a track or anything sometimes?
So we have some members that are like into track coaches, all like that. But we don't have like an actual track day that we utilize. Sometimes like during a group run, we might do some tempo work. But as far as an actual track workout, not really.
Do you guys have a community college in the area?
Yeah, we have a lot of different track, like just track that we could use. That's something that I think we're going to work on in the future of doing some track work. But as of right now, no.
Yeah, because you just got a couple members that have a strong track background, so they still go to the track and do. They always invite a couple of brothers out if you want to come out and do some track work. But it's not something we have like scheduled as a group. But we have Temple. We're always near Temple University. They have a track, and there's always there's a bunch of neighborhood tracks in Roxborough. There are a lot of different tracks around it that we can go throughout Philadelphia and the outskirts suburbs of Philadelphia.
We just found the indoor track that this is our first winter going through doing indoor track training.
Okay.
They charge us about $5. It's at a college, but it's like they have an open indoor track in the evening on Mondays and Wednesdays, which been kind of good for, you know, training for Selma and getting ready for these races we got ahead of us. But I've never done it with BMR through the winter like this. But so it's a new thing for us here in Detroit.
Okay. Yeah, I know, like for us, we modified our Wednesday night, because Wednesdays we run at 6 p.m. So what we did was we modified our Wednesday evening runs. We do every first and every third Wednesday of the month. And we utilize that second and the fourth for anybody to just, sometimes we get together, you know, might go to the gym or something like that, or, you know, maybe somebody might do their own workout or something like that. But so that's what we did in the winter months up until just March. Once March hit, we're going to be back out there every Wednesday. But for right now, we just modified it since January, just the first and the third Wednesday.
Okay.
Awesome.
People don't like coming out when them temperatures drop. It's, you know, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, the temperatures drop, the numbers drop. That's just a given.
So, I mean, we not quite as cold as Detroit, but you know, we get down in them teens sometimes. So them low 20s. So
yeah, I think I ran my lowest temperature this year. I think I did 5 degrees this year. So that was my lowest I've ran in.
I made a conscious decision for the team. We not doing nothing under 10 degrees. If it's under 10, we not running. So yeah. You know,
no mosquitoes though. No mosquitoes.
Clearly. Yeah, my cutoff is, it's got to be 30 and above for me. I've done the 20 degrees. We did one Monday night, we did it. It was 18 degrees. And when we finished it dropped 15. People don't think it get cold down here in Atlanta, but it does. We get in the single digits too.
Week or two, we get a little cold out there.
Yeah. We did it once. Was it year before last for our we do a Christmas Eve ugly sweater run. And one year, I think it was not last year. I think it was about 7.
Yeah, like 7 degrees.
7.
It was
and we was gonna cancel because we like nobody's gonna come out. So we said, man, let's just do it and see what happens. Man, we had about 20, 30 people showed up, still raining. 7 degrees.
Crazy.
7-degree weather.
So yeah, we're not the only crazy ones. There's other people out there just as crazy as us. So
yeah,
that was a great event we had.
The crazy ones you'll see out there running with a pair of them thin shorts and a tank top. If a shirt at all. I'm like, okay, yeah. I tip my hat to you, but it won't be me. No.
Today we had a lot of people in Detroit with shorts on. We have a Wednesday run too, and it was a lot of people running in shorts, and it was very rare. We got very rare weather going on here in Detroit. It was 60 degrees today.
Oh, wow, that's good weather.
Yeah, that's what we got today. It's unseasonably warm for us. Normally it's about 40, 30 during the day. We've been hitting 60s, 70s coming next week.
We need that. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that. We have our first big run of the year is coming up, which is the Love Run, scheduled for March 24th. And we're hoping to get some good weather for that. We never know what type of weather we're going to get for the Love Run because March is pretty iffy in Philly. So hopefully we get some good weather. But we'll see, hopefully.
Yeah. I can deal with it if it's dry, but cold and wet. Now that's a half marathon, right? Half and a full.
It's half marathon, and then it's also 7.6K.
Okay, cool, man. Ooh-wee. Thinking about that cold weather, man, and how people do it. But let me ask you, what's the age range, man, of the guys in your group? You have any younger guys? I know ain't none of us getting any younger. We all getting older.
I think I feel like most of the guys are early to mid 30s.
Yeah, early to mid 30s make up most of the group, and then we do have some. We consider our OGs. We had our older guys or OGs, we call them. He was out today, 60 years old. well, turning 60 this year. And he was out there with us getting it. So, you know, we have some younger members, like we have some brothers, like their kids might come out to run with them. His son come out pretty frequently as well to run with us. But yes, anywhere from 30, mid 30s on up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm one of the only ones in my 40s. It's a handful, well, a couple of late 40s. I'm still in my early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to hit the late 40s as well.
We definitely want to. I know overall we want to get some younger brothers in this organization because we want to be able to pass the torch at some point. If we all 60 and above, we don't have anybody to pass the torch to. So we got to get some young blood in here. Keep this thing going, man. Goals for 2024. What are some of the goals Philly has?
We have a lot of goals for to increase our awareness. Like, although we do a lot in the community, but there's a lot of people who don't even know just Black Men Run in general, or Black Men Run Philadelphia even exists here. So we want to just increase our awareness. A lot of people think Philadelphia is small, but it's really big. It's a lot of the city we don't even really get to touch because how big Philadelphia is. So we want to definitely increase awareness. We want more people to get off the couch and come, just get moving. You don't have to come out and run with us. We even walk with you, but we just want more people to come out, just get up off the couch and, go for our mission, to just help out, one, African Americans, and just get off the couch because we know we have a high prevalence in, heart disease, diabetes compared to some of our counterparts. So what would you say, D?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's about the same lines that I was thinking about. Like, like I was saying before, that's when we want to have some brothers come out, even if they can't run 5 miles, even if it's 3 miles or if it's 2 miles, just to come out and do something, just to break a sweat. That's always then when you add the fellowship on top of that, that's what makes it more enticing to come out, because we always have that fellowship and we get to talk, and everybody normally has a good time. So once we get into that, we really want to expand on that and make sure we get some fresh blood coming out. Even if it's older or younger, we just want, because I mean, I can always have my son, he's 17, he'll come out and just show us how slow we are. So I can always have, he comes out and I can he's always encouraged his friends to come out, and but we want some of those brothers to come out that just don't get off the couch.
Yeah,
man, that's a blessing. You get to run with your son, man.
It is.
My son won't run with me. He be like, Daddy, I ain't doing all that.
I used to could get my daughter to run. She's 9, but she's more now into the cheerleading, and she's like, no. So we did a lot of me and her, we did about maybe like a little over 10 5Ks since she was like maybe like 6 to like 9, but now she's like, no, I'm not running nothing. I'm not running anywhere. So.
Well, my son, he's faster than me now. So, I just had to keep it honest with him the other day, because I told him I was gonna need his help to get me up to speed, because we're doing a 50K relay coming in April.
April 20th. Yes.
So I said, you got to help me get up to speed, and he was like, "What you mean?" And I'm like, I need to be able to hold your pace, and I need you to push me pace, because he's a little faster than me. But he didn't realize it.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't realize it. Okay, man.
I was like, yeah, you faster than me, man. You didn't know it. I didn't let you know it, but I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you.
Do y'all get anybody coming from? I know when you do the hood runs, you see any of those faces showing up when you have your group runs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a very large diversity of people that shows up for our hood to hoods.
Mm-hmm.
Because that, you know, we collaborating with our Swagger House brothers, so we have, it's always a very large diversity of people that show up to runs. And there's a good thing, it is people that show up there are non-runners that show up just to come out and support. So those are definitely fairly slower, more so the neighborhood can see us, more so the youth can see us outside. It's a lot of stopping and talking to the youth and things of that nature.
I love that. That's awesome. That is really awesome. So this being the year of the regional races, what regional races are you guys looking at as a group or individually? And would you potentially want to maybe host a regional race or national race?
So we do have a few brothers going down to Selma. I know that's not really a regional.
It is.
Okay, so we'd be at Selma. We have myself. I think we got about 4 brothers. We got a co-ed team with some of the women of the Philly BGR chapter.
Okay.
And so we're going to be down for that. We have some people that's going to be in Baltimore for the Baltimore Running Festival weekend. I think we might have some members might be going to Virginia as well.
Shenandoah.
Yeah, Shenandoah. But yeah, we would love to host a national or a regional meetup. I mean, we have a lot of different events. Philly, we have races all throughout the year. So we would love to host.
We just waiting for our shot.
Yeah, just give, when we get the call, listen, we ready. We got the races, we got the nightlife. We can show everybody a good time. So
man, y'all got the Philadelphia. That what is that sandwich you guys have? It's
we got the cheesesteak, man.
Man, that bad boy good with all them peppers in it and stuff.
Yeah,
man.
we got cheese.
Depending on where you get it from now.
And that's the thing. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't know that about Philly is Philly. We have everything that you could want. Like far as food related, our food culture is different. Like, I know like New Orleans get a lot of Atlanta, a lot of southern places, but anything that you want, you can find it here in Philly. Caribbean, you can find any form of food that you want. Italian, we have it here. So
y'all food off the chain, man. Y'all doing it there, man. I ate real good when I was there, man. I went to that market, that big, huge market you guys.
It's about the Red and Terminal Market. That's
yeah.
That's a good spot, man. Yeah. The Amish, they do it big, man. They have a lot of different choices you could choose from, and everything is made with brotherly love. So that's how we do it in Philly.
Been decades since I've been to Philly the last time. I can't remember the last time I was there. Maybe 2002, maybe. That long.
Well, it's different. It's different. So when you come out, you're like, what is going on? It's different. So
all right. Who got the best cheesesteak in Philly? Or who's your favorite?
Oh, that's the debate.
Everybody got their favorite. So
that's the $1 million debate. So unfortunately, I don't eat beef. So, but when I did eat beef, I would say me personally, I like Max's. I think they're the best. But what would you say, Ed?
I would say it's the original Jim's, and they just reopened the original Jim Steaks in West Philly, originated in West Philly, and they just opened it back in West Philly. And that's hands down, it's one of the best cheesesteaks you can get.
Like, I know a lot of people go to the touristy spots, Geno's, Pat's, and anybody from Philly would tell you don't go there. Like that's not real authentic Philly cheesesteaks. That's for the tourists. But it's a lot of like smaller places that also sell really good cheesesteaks. But like if you ask anybody from Philly, they're not going to recommend you to go to Pat's or Geno's.
They gonna tell you to go to the neighborhood corner store.
Yeah, you can go to a corner store. We call them the poppy stores,
and get a decent
and get a decent cheesesteak that I think that's better than Jim's. I know a lot of people. What's the spot in Roxborough? Delisandro's
has a good steak.
They have a good steak as well. Ishka Bibbles on South Street. They have really good steaks.
I recommend
Larry's.
a lot of people when they come out of town, I tell them to go to Ishka Bibbles.
Yeah, it's a lot of different places.
That's what I hear the most. Ishka Bibbles.
Yeah, they don't want to go to the neighborhoods. I was like, the best. Yeah. If you don't get out of the neighborhoods, you want a good cheesesteak, we can go to Ishka Bibbles.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm looking forward to that next time I come back up there.
Definitely. Next time you come, I mean, just hit anybody up in Philly and we would definitely point you in the right direction.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yes, indeed. So you guys were down here last year for the 10th anniversary celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence, did we get to meet at the 10th? Because we didn't get to meet in Detroit.
We did. It was a lot. It was so much going on, but we did. We was down there. We had about, I think, like maybe 8 to 10 members come down. You know, we got that Chapter of the Year award. Where's
congratulations?
Let me. I got the plaque right here. You know, show some love. That Chapter of the Year right there.
That's epic, man. That's epic. I remember when we got that.
Pretty awesome, man. Yes, it is. That's very awesome. Congratulations to you guys. I was proud of you guys. Y'all got up on that stage, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too, man. I was so happy for y'all, man.
Yeah. I was just like,
appreciate that. Yeah, we were surprised, man. We didn't know about any of that, so we just was like, okay, thank you. So
that's the best part.
We're thankful. We're blessed, and we're going to continue to just try to impact our communities as best as we can.
Well, I can see you guys are definitely doing that. Perfect example of BMR chapter having an impact on their community. That's what it's all about, the fellowship with each other. People think we're just running. Now we do a little bit more than running.
Yeah. Now, anybody tell you our fellowship is we top notch. Like when any brother come in, like let's say if we had a run and the brother come in and we have something going on, y'all family, y'all come fellowship with us. Anybody tell you that has ran in Philly and fellowship with us afterwards, we do it big. So, if anybody's looking for any races or interested in any races and they want to do, definitely reach out to somebody from the BMR Philly chapter and we will definitely show you the red carpet experience.
Kenny Hammond said you guys showed him a great time.
Listen, I'm about to say, that's a prime example. Yeah, Kenny, we do it big. We share.
He's still talking about you guys.
Yeah, he came with us to the clubhouse, to the garage, and got a nice meal, got some drinks in.
I picked him up, dropped him off. He had a great time, man. Great time.
That's awesome. Lucille, we got to get over to Philly, man.
Man, my mouth is watering. I can't even talk to these cats. I'm just like sitting here like, why is my mouth watering? That steak, I'm just having flashbacks of the steak that I did have there in that market. I'm like, man, that was like heaven in my mouth, man. Goodness.
So how many years now for Philadelphia chapter? This is year what?
This is going on year 11. We actually hit 10 in September. September was our 10th anniversary. And now this is going to be year 11 in September for us.
Awesome, man. 11 going strong.
Yeah, we right behind y'all. Right behind.
Yeah, just a couple of months behind the ATL. That's pretty awesome. I couldn't remember who was founded after ATL, but I know Philly, Memphis, Detroit, and a couple of others were founded the same year.
New York.
New York, yeah. And it's good to see these chapters still thriving. It's just great to see, man. Any words of advice you have for, say you got a chapter that's not really getting the guys to come out? What do you say to them?
I know, so I've ran with a lot of other chapters. Like I ran with New Orleans, I've ran with a lot of different, I think like North Carolina, well, one of the chapters, I've run with a lot of different chapters, and I know, or have ran with a lot of different chapters. And I just know the way we do our group runs is a little different. So when we say no man left behind, we we'll all start together. And then, so let's say we're doing a 5-mile route, we'll go maybe, let's say 1.5 miles. and then we'll have like a meetup point for everyone. We do a photo op, and then the next route, the next portion of the route, we might have another stop, another maybe 1.5 miles, and then we all bring it home together. So it's literally, no man left behind. And I think that motto of how we do our group runs keeps a lot of the members coming back, because they feel like, they see it as, it's not about me running by myself. And that's where a lot of the fellowship happens. And so,
Right.
We continuously do that model with all our runs, and, everyone loves it. And I think, maybe some other chapters could look to adopt that model.
I like that.
That might
Right.
help out, with numbers, retention, and just, keeping people engaged. I think that'll help out some other chapters as well.
Yeah.
I like
That's-
that. That's
The
awesome.
fellowship just has to be organic.
Mhm.
Right.
A lot of brothers just get along, and whether it's just talking trash and just having jokes, and
Right.
and
Right.
sometimes having those serious conversations. But it's all in fun, and it's everybody. If you feel open and comfortable to talk about things, that keeps people coming back, because then it's kind of like, I'm running, but I get to see my brothers. I get to ask a couple of things I wanted to talk about.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man,
Yeah, and
appreciate
that
you
shows
brothers. Go ahead, Lou.
that shows a lot of maturity too.
Yeah.
Because you got some guys, they just take off running, and they don't realize this is a
Yeah.
group effort sometimes.
Yeah, we all know
That
that,
part.
for our group runs, it's a fellowship, and we know that we do it at conversational pace. So it's a lot slower than what we traditionally are running. We understand that, if you want to run fast, you run by yourself, but if you want to go further, you go together. And so that's kind of the model that we
You want
adopt
to.
as the Philly chapter. That's basically what we do. And so we make sure we stay together throughout the run. So, like, let's say if you see a Strava, you might see 7, 8 people with the same mileage, same time, similar same mileage, same time, because we're all together the entire race during the whole entire route. So I think if a lot of chapters, or
Are you guys on Strava?
yeah, we do have a Philly page on Strava. I think it's
Okay.
like BMR Philly or something like that.
Nice.
If some of the chapters that might be struggling or something like that, I think if they adopt that model, it can help out a lot.
Yeah.
It can help.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I hope y'all are listening out there. That's an excellent model to follow. Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. We appreciate you guys coming on, man.
Oh, most definitely. Man.
Anything else you guys want to shout out to the Brotherhood, man?
Just we just enjoy being a part of this brotherhood. We love it. We hold the motto and the standards very high of BMR. And we just gonna continue to do what we can do for our community to help impact it. And it starts at the leadership. So we just want to say thank you to
Absolutely.
First Ed and Jason for founding the organization. Thank you to the SRT for just continually just upping the standard to what the run community has not saw or not accustomed to. And so we are Black Men Run. We are more than a run club, and we will continue to show the world that.
Impact, baby. Yes, indeed. Black Men Run. Lucia?
Lawrence, Eric, you guys are doing awesome over there in Philly. You're doing a lot of good impact and influencing the people. I want everybody out there in the listening audience to go as far as you can see. And when you get there, you can go a little further. You have just experienced the brotherhood.
All right.
All right. Have a good one.
All right, fellas.
Hey, this was live. This was awesome. I like all that. How many medals you got back there, Lawrence?